It was cold. It was wet. It was the 2025 Sheepdog Challenge presented by Taurus. Here we are, first shots in the rain, in the rain, in the wet, in the mud. I used to have challenges with these first shots and last shots, these little standard stages, but for some reason these days they have been going really smoothly, which I'm happy to report. Stand and deliver, one target, one small series of directions, make it happen. I did well in this first one. I got 1 point down on the headshot on the final. You'll see that eventually here in the video, but that went well. Couple cool stages. This one here I was excited to shoot, even if it turned out that it was in the mud. Sprint up 15 yards, pick up your gun from the table, and engage targets at 20 yards. I'm zooming in the video a little bit, so you'll see little changes every now and again into the presentation, but this is all pretty continuous video. There's nothing being cut really. It was a tough stage. It was a tough match. The conditions were really the worst I've ever had to shoot in the 50s, in the low 50s, and other than when I was shooting the stages, I never took off my poncho the entire day, trying to stay dry. For a cover garment, I was using my sweater, not my normal vest. Did a little dry fire morning of in the hotel with my jacket, just to see how that was going to work. It wasn't that much of a problem, but hey, a sleeve here, a different weight jacket, all these things make a little minor differences that kind of accumulate. And I don't think it ever really affected me too much, the jacket, but yeah, it was challenging. It was definitely challenging. And, needless to say, every mag has been stripped today that I'm home, cleaned, re-oiled, anyway. So here we are, stage 2 of the match. There was a stomp pad there to move a monkey out. Never shot a monkey before, and apparently I chose not to shoot a monkey this time either. I could see the head box just a little bit, and I decided to send 4 rounds in that direction. This stage didn't work out for me. This was the first stage of the downfall of yours truly in the match. I shot 2 non-threats, one right here on the hard left lean, and one on the left side over here in this middle array after I got past the monkey. Ended up getting 5 non-threats. Pretty non-typical for me lately, shooting non-threats, but just a little too fast, not quite hitting the speed of sights, and yeah, it started costing me. When I go to Deep 50 and I do the training outside of matches, I've been cutting it real close to the non-threats and thinking that's an acceptable approach, and I just kind of got it in my head that going for the perf is okay, but it's not. It's not. Here's another stage. I sent a couple wild shots just because I wasn't happy with what I saw on the targets as I was moving by, and ended up clipping a non-threat again. In 5 non-threats in a match like this, relatively short, low total time, total final time, or total final score. 5 non-threats is 25 points. That was, I don't know, what was the final score? 300 seconds. So that was 20% of my score. A significant portion of my score went in hitting non-threats. Not okay. So, lesson to be learned here. I want to stay positive. I have to do a better job of shooting the speed of sights. I know this has been a common theme after I do a match review, but yeah, shooting the speed of sights. There was another unforced error right there. I did a reload from a slide lock, and I did not have the presence of mind to drop the slide with my thumb when I remade my grip. And as a result, I thought I had a malfunction, slapped the back of the gun. I just burned a couple seconds. And, days like this where it's brutal conditions, by the end of it, you mentally are pretty toasty. And that was just what happened here. These swingers, these movers on the reactive targets, I didn't trust myself at that point to go 2 activators and then 2 movers, so I spread it out. It cost a little bit of time, but I think in the grand scheme of things, shooting it that way was a good safe play. Here's another one where I could have taken more time and I would have been better off. That threat in the middle back there, I take 2 shots at it. One of those ends up being a non-threat, and the other one The other one you'll see, I can't see it when I get to the final shooting position, and because I'm worried about having a mic and I can't see the shot on the target, not trusting myself, I end up reloading my gun and taking a couple shots. The whole exchange took an extra 6 seconds here. You know, I'm like, up, load it back up, take the extra couple shots. I take 3 shots. I only really needed 1, but I took 3 shots. And in the end, when I went back to score it, I had all shots on target. It just was hidden by the angle that I was standing, and I couldn't see the hole. That's 6 seconds I'll never get back in this match. There's no way to overcome it. You know, and the one hit on the non-threat, as usual, it's right around the perf. So in training, I let it be okay to hit perf shots. I thought it was funny, and I need to stop that. I need to hold myself perfectly accountable in my training for shots too close to the non-threats. So that is going to be one of my there. This is the last bay that we shot for the day, and I was so mentally fried that I did not do my mental management and have the stage perfectly programmed in. And this was probably one of the more important stages to mentally program. So I picked up another 3 seconds there. In total, there are 35 seconds or so of unforced errors, and that cost me a good finish in the match. So lessons learned, hopefully. If not, feel free to kick me in the comments. That same error 2 matches ago, and you know it cost you time then. Why didn't you learn the lesson? And those would be fair comments. So there's final shots. Went a little fast on the final shots. Dropped 1 shot on the headshot. Finished with a 5.96. Not terrible for the final shots, but yeah. Anyway, shoot the speed of sights. Go 1 for 1. Don't mess around. Anyway, thank you, gentlemen, for hosting us at Sheepdog 2025. I know I'll be back next year. Yeah, there you go. 496 plus 1. Anyway, see you around, Space Cowboy. Stay dry.